making barbecue chicken thighs and potato wedges here at the Young's house, and I am so excited to make this meal. It's super easy. It's a lot of fun to make, and most likely you already have all of these ingredients we're using today. This is a fun recipe your whole family is gonna love. I hope you all are having a great day today, and if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. Here's what you're gonna need. Well, I was gonna tell you, you're gonna need some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but honestly, you can do the breast. You really can do any of the pieces that you want, but I have boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I've washed off using a little bit of lime juice, salt, and cold water, and then we pat them dry. You're gonna need a really interesting ingredient. We're gonna smother these pieces of chicken in mustard before we dredge them for our crust. It's gonna make for a delicious piece of chicken. And of course, you're gonna need your favorite barbecue sauce, or maybe you're making it homemade, I don't know. You're gonna need the potato wedges. These potato wedges are thick. They're like those steak wedges, you know, the kind you get at a fancy steakhouse. So we're gonna be cooking these potatoes in the oven with the skin on, and we're gonna season them to perfection, make them taste good. They're gonna be so crispy, soft, and supple on the inside. So now in my pan, I have some oil because we are gonna fry these before we barbecue them. We have some flour, whatever kind of flour you're using. Now, the spices are salt, we have pepper, parsley flakes for color, onion and garlic powder, we have some paprika, chicken bouillon, and a really interesting ingredient. Parmesan cheese is going on the potato wedges. Make sure your barbecue chicken and potato wedges, and get you some sazon. If you don't have it, first thing we're gonna do, let's go ahead and get started on our potatoes to make the potato wedge. It's super simple. Wash off these potatoes for sure. You wanna wash off the pesticides, okay? So watch this, it's easy. So we're gonna quarter them. Cut them in half, just like this. Depending on the size that you want, that's gonna depend on how many times you cut yours. Sometimes I make mine like this, but I'm gonna do a little bit smaller, so watch. Very simple. There's nothing hard about making homemade potato wedges, and they taste so good. We are gonna load these potato wedges with so much flavor. So here you go. Continue to cut up a whole lot. I'm making so many of these. Every time I make these potato wedges, my family goes absolutely wild over them. And guess what they like to do? They like to dip this in ranch dressing or pour cheese sauce on it, and we absolutely love it. But you'll see how easy this is. We're gonna put this onto a cookie sheet, and the cookie sheet that we use is gonna have some oil on it. And that little bit of oil that we put on the cookie sheet is meant to make these potatoes nice and crispy, and it does it for me every time. I'll show you how much oil I have on the cookie sheet here in just a second. Go ahead and take our potato wedges, put it onto the oiled cookie sheet, and I'm still going to coat these potatoes in a little bit more oil, making sure that they get nice and crispy in that oven. These will cook in the oven on 365 degrees, and trust me, you'll know when they're perfectly done because the outside will be golden brown, crispy. You can even taste one. The inside will be nice, soft, and supple, like a mashed potato. I get some nice oil onto these potatoes, making sure we get that nice crispiness. Now listen, it's super important that you do not season these right now. If you season them right now, the season will burn. The reason why I say that is because these have to cook for quite a while in the oven, right? But it's worth the wait. So what do? What you're gonna do is you're gonna season them at the last minute. When you see that these are like 5 minutes away from being completely cooked, that's when you can go in and season them very well. Go ahead and get our potato wedges into the oven, 365 degrees on the middle rack. So if you don't have a middle rack, take the rack from wherever it's at the bottom or the top, and put it in the middle. That way they cook more evenly. And at least one time during the cooking process of these, I want you to flip them over because they do get brown on one side. Then when you flip them over, the other side can get nice and brown. Now, let's season our chicken to perfection. Don't be afraid to season. If it's you and you're afraid to season, your food is going to be flavorless, right? You want it to taste like Gina Young? Put you some seasoning on there, okay? That right there was the garlic powder. Here's the onion powder, and a nice amount of it on purpose. I want flavor to shine through it, right? I'm gonna put some black pepper, but just on one side, because we don't wanna knock anybody's socks off because it's too spicy, right? And then we're gonna do something really interesting. Well, let's go ahead and put some salt on, right? We are going to coat these chicken pieces with a little bit, just a thin layer of mustard. Will it make it taste like mustard? Absolutely not. We're basically making mustard fried chicken. And then we're going to cover it in barbecue sauce. And when I tell you the combination is amazing, chef's kiss every time, trust me. So let's go ahead and flip them over, okay? And we'll let these seasonings sit on here for about, let's just say 12 minutes to kind of let the chill come off of the chicken. The reason why I do that is because when the chill is able to come off of the meat, it's always going to cook up better versus a meat that is super cold and you think you're going to cook it, right? It's going to be dry. It's going to be dry every time. So we're going to season this other side, let it set for those 12 minutes, and then we'll come in and slather it with just a little bit of mustard. Not too much mustard. Coat our chicken in the mustard. Not too much. You don't have to overwhelm it. But here's what I think. It's just my personal opinion. When you make mustard fried anything, it gives the meat a really tender taste that I love. It's kind of like it tenderizes the meat. Doesn't give it a sour taste. It gives an umami taste. Make them say umami, and every time they will. Watch this. I'm just using a little bit, and I'm being very mindful of how much I'm moving the spices around. I don't want to disturb the spices that I work so hard to get on there, right? So I'm just kind of gently just tapping it. We're going to flip it over and do the same thing. In the meantime, I have my oil over here heating up. I've got about this much vegetable oil is what I'm using. I'm going to take where I put the mustard on this side, go ahead and put my chicken into the flour. And then I'm turning it upside down so I can get that other side nice and coated with the mustard as well. Just like this, real simple recipe. Go ahead and get the mustard right on the other side. All right, now I'm gonna move this mustard around just a little bit, you know. And then we're gonna coat it into the oil, into the hot oil. Make sure your oil's getting hot enough. The oil's getting nice and hot. Let's continue to dredge it. Once you dredge it, you're always going to give it a nice shake like this because naturally flour will drop to the bottom of the pan, but it has nowhere to go but to burn. But when you shake off that excess flour, it helps for your chicken not to have a burnt flavor, okay? Go ahead and get our chicken right into this hot oil. I am so excited. Y'all, I love fried chicken. You fry it and then you coat it in that barbecue sauce. Oh my goodness, yes. This sizzle right here means we're moving in the right direction. Don't overcrowd the pan. You overcrowd the pan, they'll steam. They won't never get crispy. Oh, gorgeous. Ooh, they smell good. Check in on this chicken. My whole house smells amazing. Ooh, look at that. We're moving in the right direction. Oh, yeah. Nice. That chicken doesn't look great. It smells amazing in here. A lot of people don't know when you can tell if your chicken's done. If you use an internal thermometer, it will read 165 degrees, means it's completely cooked. There you have it. Our chicken is done. Potatoes are done right at the same time. And I did make sure that I turned the potatoes over halfway through the cooking process. Now, let's talk about the heat, because I did tell you guys like 365. I went ahead and turned it up to 415 degrees. And look at this golden brown crispiness that you're going to get when you do that. When you add the oil, oh my goodness, crispy on the outside, soft in the middle. So now, barbecue sauce. If you're going to barbecue fried chicken, you got to heat the barbecue sauce. You would never want to dunk your chicken in cold barbecue sauce, right? You'll take the temperature down of the chicken. Okay, so I'm going to heat this up, and then we're going to dunk those. I'm going to show you how to season these. Time to season the potatoes, and you season them to perfection. I'll talk about make them taste good. This is the black pepper. You really only have to season one side unless you just want to flip them over and season them, like go wild with it. It's up to you. But I'm going to put a nice amount of onion and garlic powder on purpose. Okay, we're going to put some parsley flakes because it makes everything gorgeous, right? And here's where that saltiness is going to come from. Chicken bouillon powder takes this up 25 notches. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah. And then the last thing we're going to put on is Parmesan cheese. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to turn around and put this back into the oven just for 5 minutes. Our potatoes go back into the oven, put the parsley flakes because it's just going to make it gorgeous, right? Not fresh, but dried, of course. Beautiful, and a whole lot of Parmesan. Now, once you get your Parmesan on, you put it in the oven. Don't cook it no more than 5 to 8 minutes, okay? Because these spices will burn. You just want to kind of bake our chicken thighs. Oh, just like that. Absolutely. I can wash my hands when I'm all done. That's what soap and water's for. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. You're going to love this meal. I know, it looks good. If you enjoyed today's video, baby, give me a thumbs up. Tell the world what Gina Young's doing in this kitchen every single day. And Father, on today, we thank you for this meal. Your hedge of protection, your mighty love, your understanding, your mercy. Father, I thank you for your blessings, for what you've always done my whole life, keeping us safe. We thank you that no weapons formed against us shall prosper. And we thank you, Father, for what you're getting ready to do. Amen. Stay here because we're going to taste it. I wanted you to see it up close. This is the easiest meal and you're going to love it up. But we are going to taste it real quick just for you guys. So much flavor.